So today I'm going to tell you a little bit about a piece of equipment that I use quite frequently in my painting and in my taking paint off of miniatures. And it's called an ultrasonic cleaner. Now this looks like a very tiny bread maker, perhaps, but it's not. It's an ultrasonic cleaner. What's ultrasound? What's an ultrasonic cleaner? Well, ultrasound uses sound waves between 20 and 400 kilohertz, according to our friends at Wikipedia, and it uses sound waves to make this vibration, which gives it this kind of agitation to the material that you put inside the thing. So let me explain how this works. Basically what happens is you put either tap water or some kind of solvent. Let's say you're going to be stripping some models, you might put in some simple green or some super clean or whatever kind of stuff you like to use. You put that stuff inside here, okay? And then you turn it on. Put models in here obviously as well. What it does is it sets up this real high piezoelectric kind of sound wave thing, which like I said goes between 20 and 400 kilohertz. And what that does is it uses to kind of, it's called cavitation. The vibrations cause the little bits of extra paint or material, whatever, to vibrate off of the metal, plastic. It'll work on ceramics, all kinds of different things. People use ultrasonic cleaners to clean stuff like jewelry and lenses, other optical parts, watches, dental stuff you might find when in your dentist office. And one like this is going to be a lot cheaper than the one you find in your dentist's office, but it's going to work just fine for what you and I want to use it for. Like I said, it uses something called cavitation to, it's a high frequency thing to, basically it agitates the liquid and causes the material, the paint, the super glue, it'll unglue your models, so be careful about that. Any kind of primer, a lot of stuff will just come in most situations right off of your models or off of whatever parts you put in here. I have two of these. I have one that I use for stripping models, and I have another one that I use for my airbrush, so I can clean the parts of my airbrush. Now, there's no reason to get two of these for that situation. It's not like the chemicals in here will hurt the airbrush or vice versa. That's not an issue. It's more of a situation of, I don't want to have to clean out the stuff that I use for airbrushing just so I can strip models, and then clean out the model stripping stuff just so I can use it for my airbrush. They're cheap enough that I just eventually bought two. So this one I got on eBay, as a matter of fact. My first one, which looks identical to this but has slightly different branding here, I got from my local Harbor Freight, which is like a tool kind of a resale, well, not a resale place, but it's a place that just sells a lot of inexpensive tools, not brand name. And I think I paid 30 bucks for it, and I think I had a coupon, otherwise it would have been maybe 40. This one I just recently bought on eBay. If I just type in ultrasonic cleaner, you're going to find this one, kind of shaped like a American football. I think it was 26 bucks shipped. They work really great. Inside, there's going to be a little basket. Now you may say, well, I don't need a little basket, and chuck it, but that's wrong. Here's why. Inside, you see that there's that, it's all metal on there. That's what's making the actual vibration. If, let's say, the model that you're trying to strip the paint off of sits inside there and touches the metal, it's going to vibrate at the same resonance, I think, as the actual ultrasonic fluid, and then the cavitation will not occur and it won't do its job. So you need to have the things that you want to clean inside the little basket. There's a fill line in here for how high you should fill up your material, and then, you know, the scrubbing bubbles. Not really. We'll basically get rid of any kind of paint. My airbrush is always super clean because all that stuff gets just all the gunk in the paint cup on the top, because I have a gravity feed airbrush. All that stuff gets cleaned out. I don't put all of my airbrush parts in there. I just put the ones in that touch paint. No reason to put the handle in there, no reason to put, you know, a lot of other stuff in there. But there's a little button on the front that says on and another one that says off. I think you can guess what those do. The trick is the on button is timed. It goes for 3 minutes and then it shuts off. So then you come back and hit it again, and then it goes for 3 more minutes and it shuts off. If for some reason you needed to shut it off early, I suspect that's what the off button is for, but I've never used it, so I don't know. Plugs into the wall. Basically, that's about it. It's not real big. You can get big ones, and I'm sure they're a lot more expensive, but for something that you're trying to do, like I said, to try to strip models that you may have purchased off of eBay or to clean your airbrush, those are the two best things that I find in this hobby to use an ultrasonic cleaner for. It's not real loud. It makes this kind of high-pitched kind of zzz noise like that while it's running, which I assume is the kilohertz or cavitation or the lasers or whatever the hell it uses. It's great for cleaning, and it's great for not just, and for stripping models. I don't know that you can use it. I don't know if I'd put my glasses in there. I guess I could. I should give it a try. But it's so inexpensive. You save up a little bit of money and you pick one up for, like I said, 25 to 30 bucks. It's going to work out really well for trying to clear out some of that backlog of old miniatures that maybe you've got that you painted that you don't like the paint job, or ones that you bought on eBay where you don't like that paint job. There's really something to be said about the ease of use. Your airbrush becomes so much easier to use when you can clean it with an ultrasonic cleaner, and you're not constantly trying to clean out all the little bits and pieces and the nooks and crannies and trying to stick one of those pipe cleanery things inside there and all that. That's a giant pain in the rear. With this, I just throw it in there, hit the button a couple of times, and I just leave the stuff in there. So the next time I come back, I just fish it out of the little basket and go to town, put my machine back together, start airbrushing. I haven't had a problem yet. It's been probably 2 years I've been using this thing, and it works great. This new one is, also pretty much slated to just be stripping models. So I'm going to be doing a video about that very soon. Compare and contrast a couple of different chemicals, ultrasonic versus non, that kind of stuff. So you can be seeing that soon. But think about it. If it's something that you're interested in, if it's something that you think, I'm trying to make my job easier, we've all, if you've stripped a model before, we've all sat over the sink with a little apron on and a scrubby brush trying to get that stuff off. If this can take that time and cut it in half, or even better, why not?